Hey YouTube. So this is the process of how to clean your chain. I know a lot of you actually ride your motorcycle without checking the chains to be sure that they are clean. Riding a motorcycle with a bad chain is very dangerous. So it's really important that you make it clean and lubricate it all the time. So now the first thing you need to do is to make sure you get away, you take off anything that might be getting in your way. In my case, I have the passenger footrest getting in my way, so I took it off. And I also have this dust cover getting in my way, so I also took that off. All you need to do is just find the bolt that works. My chain is really slack, but I need to clean it first before adjusting it. So as you can see, it's really dirty, so I had to make sure it's really clean. So what you need to do this cleaning, first you need to get a sitting position, because you might actually need to sit down. You can stand up doing it all the way. You might actually need to sit down, and considering the fact that your motorcycle it's really low, so you need a sitting position to get it done. Now you need to get something under the motorcycle, because you don't want to spill the whatever you're using to clean your chain. You don't want to spill it everywhere. So in my case, I am using a toothbrush and kerosene and toothbrush. That's basically what I'm using. And as you can see from the process, you just need to apply your kerosene on the chain and use your toothbrush to brush it off, brush off all the debts that you can find. You keep doing that all the way until it's sparkling clean. As soon as you're done with the spot, you roll your tire to change the position, and you keep brushing. It might get difficult at first because the toothbrush is really tiny, right? But if you're really determined and you're ready to make your chain clean, you just have to keep doing. Another brush that you can use is your hairbrush. The hairbrush is actually a good brush that you can also use to clean your chain. So apply your kerosene to the chain and keep brushing, making sure all the debts are taken off. It might take some time for you to get it done, but at the end of the day, you'll do it. Now the next step to this process is to rinse. Now after brushing your chain for a very long time, the chain might actually be clean, but there will always be debris on it. That is, all the debts that you brushed off, some will still remain on it. So what you need to do is get your kerosene and rinse off all the debts from the chain, like I'm doing in that video. So keep rolling the tire, rinsing off the chain, and making sure there is no debts left on the chain. The next step after rinsing off all the debts is to clean. In my case, I have this white cloth that I've used to clean. I've been using it to clean it all the way where I'm doing it, but you can get something really clean to do yours, but it doesn't matter anyway, because I'm only using this for my first cleaning. While you're cleaning, when you clean your chain, you might actually need to get another cloth or towel to clean again as a second cleaning, just like I did. If you keep watching the video, you see that I used another cloth that is clean to actually remove all the chemicals on the chain. Once you're done with that, you can, as you can see from my video, the chain is actually clean now, really clean, sparkling actually. I never knew my chain could be this clean. So all you need is kerosene and brush to clean your chain. So once you're done with this, we'll go over to step 2. Step two is lubricating your chain. Now, after you're done cleaning your chain, you need to wait a little bit for it to dry up. What I'm going to be using to clean my chain, to lubricate my chain, is actually a transmission fluid. I've seen so many people use transmission fluid to lubricate their chains, and I think it works. You can Google it. It works perfectly for the chain. So I'm just gonna put the transmission fluid. So you're just gonna apply the transmission fluid on the chain while you're rolling your tires, so that it can get on every hole that is actually on the chain. Or you just have to make sure that the oil actually gets to every connections on the chain. So what I do most of the time is to just roll my tire while I'm applying the fluid on the chain, as you can see from that video. And then if you want to make it faster, now the thing is, if you're going to wash your chain, make sure your motorcycle is totally off. You can leave your engine running while you use that kind of chemical like kerosene to wash your chain, and it can actually run into the engine and all that. But you can actually turn on your engine and put it in gear, and then let the back tire roll while you apply the transmission fluid. It actually helps because it allows the oil to go right into the other side where the chain is connected, right in the engine and everything. So I did that in this video. I actually turned on my engine and the back tire was rolling, and then I started applying the transmission fluid. That is a faster process to applying it. What I'm doing right now is just the slow process to it, but you can do a faster process. But whatever works for you, basically, it's what you use. So whatever works for you is what you use, basically. But all you need to do is to make sure that the oil is applied to every link of the chain, and make sure that it's well lubricated, because if it's not well lubricated, you might have a problem, because after washing your chain, you might there won't be any lubricant on the chain anymore, and you will need to apply lubricants to the chain to prevent it from rusting or every other thing. Now this is what I did here. I turned on the engine and then put it in gear so that the back tires can be rolling, and then I applied the transmission fluid. Now just watch. Yep, now I put it in gear 1, the back tire is rolling now. Then I can apply the transmission fluid while the chain is rolling, which is actually a good way to get the fluid and the oil circulated all around. So that works for me. It might not. You can decide not to use that method, basically, but that works for me. As you can see, easy peasy. After you're done with this, you're literally almost done with everything you need to do. Make sure the oil is well lubricated, the chain is well lubricated, and then the next step for you is to return everything that you took off from the motorcycle, because if you don't return everything, you might find something missing at the end of the day. So return all the parts that you took off, and your chain is as good as new. Now I need to point out something that is very important. If you it's not all chains that are actually savable, right? Some are actually bad. So if you feel like your chain is expired, it's not. You don't need to clean it. You just need to replace it. If you check your manual, you you know that your motorcycle has an expiry date for your chains to be replaced. So you just need to read your booklet, your manual, and be sure that you're not using a chain that has outlived its time. It also depends on how often you ride your motorcycle, basically. If you ride your motorcycle very often and you don't clean your chain very often, you might have a bad chain. In my case, my chain is actually not good enough, so I ordered another one. I'm gonna make another video when it's delivered, but for now, I'm still gonna use this. And how do you know that you have a bad chain? Basically, you need to check the links where they are linked together. If you have spots where the link is not moving, is stiffed, then you know that okay, this chain is getting tired, so you need to replace it. So basically, that's all you need to do to replace your chain, and to wash your chain, and to clean it, and to lubricate it. The first step is to remove whatever will be getting in your way. Second step is to use your brush and your kerosene to clean the chain. The next step is to lubricate the chain and make sure the lubricant circulates properly. The next step is to return everything that you took off the motorcycle. And the last but not the least step is to make sure the motorcycle is running properly by testing it. Now, when you go for a ride, just to test that your chain is perfect, you have to be very conscious, because if something is wrong with the chain after cleaning it, you might get in an accident. So you have to be very conscious, be careful, and ride safe out there. That is how to clean your chain. As you can see in this video, my chain looks amazing, looks very clean. Even though it's not in the best conditions anymore, but it's still very clean. So I'm gonna make another video real soon about how to change your chain, because I ordered a new chain already, so I'm going to replace it. I'm gonna make another video on how to replace your chain if you decide that you want to replace it. Thank you very much for watching, YouTube. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, and also remember to like this video and comment. I want to know what you think. Bye, beautiful people.